What is up, everybody? And a very Merry Christmas to you all because it is our Christmas edition, technically, of Meet on the 50. So Merry Christmas to you all. And you know what it is. It's our picks episode where we are going to break down the action ahead of us. So without further ado, let's start the show. Welcome back, everybody. Like I said in the intro, a very Merry Christmas to you all, where we are bringing you our Christmas edition of Meet on the 50 because we got a full day of football ahead of us. And yeah, it's coming at us. We just got a packed schedule on Christmas Eve, right? And I am fired up for it. And then it trickles over into Christmas Day, and then it trickles over onto Monday. So, I mean, not much more that you could ask for as a football fan, honestly. But we're going to break down the action. As always, joining me to break down the action, one of my best friends, Brandon Sullivan. Brandon, how you doing?
I'm doing good. And like Jake said, Merry Christmas to everybody. We got some, we're going to have a lot of games this weekend, and most of those games going to be played on New Year's Eve. So that'll be cool. We have a bunch of Saturday games. It almost feels like a college football Saturday. So,
I know.
Yeah. So looking forward to Saturday.
Yeah, we got a packed week of football. We got a packed few weeks of football. And like you said, I love it, right? This is actually the best time that football could fall, during Christmas, during New Year's, and we got packed load of action to unpack and talk about and break down. But first, do us a favor, and if you haven't done so already, check out our review episode, right, where we are breaking down the action that took place last week in NFL Week 15, some of the storylines building. We implement a new segment that I hope you guys enjoy. So do us a favor and check that out, where we also keep track of our overall records and how we did in the prior week. But to save you a little bit of time, let's put how we did last week up on the screen for yourself. Looking solid. 12-4, 1-0 on the guaranteed victory. For myself, 10-6, 1-0 on the guaranteed victory, thanks to the Niners for clinching the NFC West division, right? So overall, for the season, that puts us at, for yourself, 135, 87, and 2, 12-3 on the guaranteed victories. For myself, 132, 90, and 2, 12, 2, and 1 on the guaranteed victories. Both of us looking solid, sitting pretty, hoping that we have a solid, nice week. Leads us, hopefully we don't break 100 losses yet, right? We don't want to do that. We want to stay below. So we need some solid weeks here to end off. Let's just wipe those off the screen, because let's get into the holiday action. So, kicking us off on Thursday, we got a matchup that I'll be honest, if you looked at the schedule at the start of the year, you did not think this was going to mean anything, but now it means everything. So to kick our holiday weekend off, we got the Trevor Lawrence led rolling Jacksonville Jaguars traveling up to what's sure to be a very brisk night in New Jersey, taking on the New York Jets. I'm looking right now on ESPN.com. Tickets as low as $19. What do you got for me on this exciting game?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to roll Jacksonville. I mean, they had a big week last week. I don't know what's going on with the Jets, your squad. I don't know what's going on with Zachary Wilson, the Zach attack, the you're not wearing that shirt anymore, Wilson. Arrogant little guy. You're not fit to be in the NFL, so that's just what I have to say, and I'm just so glad that the 49ers didn't risk it for the grilled beef brisket to try to draft you.
True.
Trey's much more humble than you. You're arrogant. You don't have swag, bro. You're nothing. So, goodbye. Jacksonville. We're going with Jacksonville, and I'm gonna pick Jacksonville in a close one, 24-17.
Yeah, the Jacksonville Jaguars are absolutely rolling, and it looks like, Zach Wilson, I'll be honest, is not the guy there in New York, right? Mike White is a better option there in New York, and it seems like the team likes Mike White more there in New York. So, all signs are pointing to Mike White should be the quarterback for the Jets, I guess, the remainder of the season. We'll see going forward. But, rolling with Jacksonville. Has all the momentum in the world, can easily set themselves up nicely by getting this victory here. So we're going Jacksonville Jaguars handling business 27-14 on the road, getting a huge victory there to kick us off, starting us off. Now moving on to Saturday. Yes, Saturday football. Christmas Eve, we got a full slate of games. So starting us off on Saturday morning, we got the Buffalo Bills traveling to Soldier Field, right? Traveling to Windy City of Chicago to take on the Chicago Bears. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I got a guaranteed victory for you. I got the Buffalo Bills winning this one. I do think they win this one 31-21.
Wow, gonna start off early with the Buffalo Bills handling your guaranteed victory this week. I like it. While I do not guarantee their victory, I do assume that they will win, so I am rolling with the Buffalo Bills here, 32-17, getting the job done on the road, making that Week 17 matchup with the Bengals. Probably the most important game of the season, so we'll see what happens there. But the Buffalo Bills get the job done on the road in Chicago. Moving on, we got the New Orleans Saints traveling to the Dookie land of Cleveland to take on the Cleveland Dookies. What do you got for me?
I'm just going to roll with Cleveland. I think Cleveland gets it done. I think it's a close game. Not too big on either team. I don't think they're either having a great season. I'll pick Cleveland. Your Browns 20-17.
You can catch this exciting action between Cleveland and the Saints for as low as $4. Yes, folks, we're going back to the 1950s. $4 to catch an NFL game. That's what I'm talking about. We're rolling with the Saints.
How much are fees, do you think?
Fees, you're going to pay $40 because you're going to get charged $34 in fees. You're going to get charged $100 in fees because of its convenience, right? Exactly. Scam, right?
Yeah.
Back to the action. New Orleans Saints. Come on. Just handle business on the road, right? Who wants the Cleveland Dookies to win? Nobody, right? New Orleans Saints handle business on the road, 24-10. Enough said. Tickets are $4. If you want to go to a game, there you go. Next up, we got the Houston Dumpster Fire Texans traveling to the Music City of Nashville to take on a team that needs a victory, taking on the Tennessee Titans. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I gotta roll with Tennessee here. I know Houston's had some scares, but I just think Tennessee, divisional game, Tennessee needs this victory. So I am gonna take Tennessee in this one, 28-24.
Yeah, I'm going to be right there with you. I do think Tennessee, not the greatest team in the world. However, they are better than the Houston Dumpster Fire Texans. So Tennessee Titans handle business. Most likely going to be a high-scoring game. So I'm going 35-28, an absolute slugfest there in Tennessee. But Tennessee Titans get the job done on or at home. Next up, we got a huge game in terms of playoff picture. We got the Seattle Seahawks trying to knock off the reigning, defending AFC West champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Seattle Seahawks traveling to Arrowhead to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I got Kansas City winning this one. I can't pick Seattle at all after what I saw last week. They're pretty much dead in the water. So I got to roll with Kansas City 31-17.
Oh, close. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm rolling with Kansas City, 31-24. I think they get the job done. Yeah, Kansas City wins at home. You couldn't have given, like, come on, man. You couldn't have given them, like, just some competition at the end of the year. What? Come on, man. Next up, we got the New York Fighting G-Men. The Giants traveling up to Minnesota. This is a huge game, honestly, to take on the Minnesota Vikings. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I just got to take Minnesota in this one. I do think Minnesota is the better team. I'm going to take Minnesota in this one, 30-23.
Yeah, them being at home, again, you said it. I mean, them being at home is a huge factor for them. That definitely played into to that comeback last week, was them being at home. Definitely helped them out. So I do think that this helps them out. Now, the Giants, do whatever you got to do. Hug whoever you got to hug. Commit as many penalties that are uncalled as much as you need to get this victory done. I got to roll with Minnesota, unfortunately. Getting the job done at home, 27-18. Yeah, odd score. 27-18. Minnesota Vikings get the job done at home to keep pace with that number 2 seed, because the Niners are coming, baby. The Niners are coming. Moving on to our next game, we got the Cincinnati Bengals. My guys traveling to what's going to be a freezing Foxborough to take on the New England Patriots. What do you got for me?
I definitely got to roll with your guys. I think Cincinnati's on a roll. 6 straight. They've been playing dominant football and on both sides of the ball. And had a little scare last week, but I knew that they'd pull it together. I don't think that this is any different. I am going to take Cincinnati on the road here against the New England Patriots at Foxborough, 35-24.
Yeah, I fully expect them to go into Foxborough and get the job done, right? The running game should be rampant. We got 2 solid running backs in Samaje Perine and Joe Mixon, so we can rely on that running game. We have solid receivers, right? And T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, and Jamar Chase. Once we get Hayden Hurst back, there will be a complete offense, right? But the Bengals, I fully expect to go into New England, keep that winning streak alive, keep rolling along and showing that they are a team that you do not want to see in January. But the Cincinnati Bengals get the job done on the road, 35-17. I don't think it's a big game for New England. I do think that the Bengals get the job done. Bengals. That's what I'm talking about. Next up, we got maybe the 3rd hottest team in football. Some may argue one of the hottest teams all year, right? We got the Detroit Motor City Rolling Lions traveling to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina to take on the Carolina Panthers. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I got to roll with Detroit. I do think Detroit keeps they stay hot. They've been playing outstanding football, the last 7-8 weeks, and credit to them for not giving up on their season. I do think that Detroit wins this one, 24-14.
Yeah, you gotta hand it to them, man. I mean, it's like, what a turnaround. It's like the Tennessee Titans, and what was that? I think it was last year, right? The Tennessee Titans, I think, did the same thing. Started off 1-6, and then ran the table. What was it?
The Dolphins.
Was it the Dolphins last year?
Yeah.
It was the Dolphins. You're right. Yes.
They were just short of the playoffs,
Yep.
but they had a heck of an end of the year.
Yep, you're right. It was the Miami Dolphins, right? Brian Flores is last year. So, I mean, it's possible. It is very possible. The Detroit Lions are one of the most exciting teams right now in the NFL. I mean, they put on a show. They score points. They give up points. I mean, you go see the Detroit Lions, you're gonna see a lot of action. So the Detroit Lions, I don't doubt that this is gonna be a very interesting game. I'm going Detroit Lions though, 28-21, getting that touchdown victory, handling business on the road there in Carolina. Moving on to our next game, we got the Atlanta Falcons traveling to Baltimore, Maryland to travel to M&T Bank Stadium to take on the Baltimore Ravens. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I just got to roll with the Ravens here. I think that they are able to get this done. I'm going to take the Ravens in a pretty low scoring game, 17-13.
Yeah, I am not rolling with the Ravens. We're going to roll with the other bird here, which is the Falcon. And you can go see these birds battle it out for as low as $9 plus, obviously $50 in convenience fees. But if you want to see some cold football, go check out the exciting action between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. I got the Atlanta Falcons, Desmond Ridder in his second start, looked decent in his first start. In his second start, scoring more points, 28-17, getting the job done. Atlanta Falcons, I need it. Get it done. Moving on to our next game. We got the Washington Commanders traveling to Santa Clara, traveling to Levi's, traveling to take on the San Francisco 49ers. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I think that this will be a close game. I do think that, the both teams are going to come out and play well. But I expect the 49ers to win this game. I'm going to pick the 49ers in this one, 28-21.
Yeah, come on. The Commanders, come on. No, the Niners going to get the job done here at home, handle business against the Commanders. The Commanders most likely probably will put up a fight, but come on, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but the San Francisco 49ers, I fully expect to handle business against the Washington Commanders. This is going to be a very interesting game, I think. The last time they were in Washington, 2019, I believe it was, that was an interesting game. Remember, it was dumping water, and they won on the very last play of the game, and Nick Bosa did his slide in the water, right, his soccer slide. So, this is going to be a big game for the 49ers, right? You could almost argue that it's a little bit of a trap game, right? Commanders coming off that emotional loss, Niners coming off that emotional victory. Brock Purdy has yet to stumble. We'll see what happens. But San Francisco 49ers, no other thing than to think that they're going to dominate. So 35-17, absolute domination from the San Francisco 49ers. Moving on. Sorry, that led us off on our afternoon. Moving on to our second afternoon game. We got the Philadelphia Eagles traveling down to Arlington, traveling to take on the Dallas Cowboys. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I got to roll with Dallas here if Jalen Hurts isn't playing. That's the only reason why. Otherwise, I'd be picking Philly. So if he's not playing, I got to roll with Dallas here. An ugly game. I'm picking Dallas 24-20.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. If Jalen Hurts does not play, Dallas is definitely going to feast on that team, I believe. And also, Jalen Hurts doesn't need to play. Like you said, the Eagles would have to have a catastrophic meltdown at the end of the season for anything bad to happen at this point. So I'm going Dallas Cowboys, get a victory here. I'm going a little bit larger. They want to kind of make a statement after that blunder last week. So I'm going 35-24, handling business at home against the Eagles, against their division rival, handling the Eagles, their second loss of the season. Moving on to our night game, moving on to our prime time Christmas Eve night game on the anniversary of the Immaculate Reception. Well, what do we have? We have the Las Vegas Raiders traveling back to the Steel City, back to the city of Pittsburgh to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I got to pick the Raiders in this one. I do think that they get it done off of some momentum of last week. I just don't think that Pittsburgh's that good of a team. So I am going to pick the Raiders in this one, 28-17.
Yeah, so close. Yeah, I got the Raiders. I have to go with the Raiders. The Raiders need to get the job done here. Hand the Steelers their first losing season in like forever. Just do it, please, right? So Las Vegas Raiders get the job done, 24-17 on the road. That's enough said. Keeping their hopes alive, I guess, for the playoffs. I mean, man, what an interesting team. Moving on to Sunday. where the games are normally played. However, we only got 3 games for you. So, Merry Christmas to us. Leading us off in the morning, we got a good one. We got the Green Bay Packers traveling to the sunny state of Florida to take on the Miami Dolphins. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I got to pick the Dolphins here, but this could be a good one. This one could be close, but I'm going to pick Miami in this one. I do think they get it done 27-17.
Yeah, after Miami's just skidding down right now with their losses, right? I do think that they come back, are able to go home, reset, refresh, just recharge, get a much needed victory here to keep pace in that playoff hunt. I got the Miami Vikings, the Miami Dolphins handling business at home. We're going 32-21, getting the job done. Much needed victory. Next up, moving on to our afternoon game, we got the Denver Donkeys. Oh boy, who wants to watch this? We got the Denver Donkeys traveling to Los Angeles, traveling to sunny LA to take on the Los Angeles Lambs. What do you got for me?
Yep, I got Denver in this one. I think it's a close one, but I just can't see the Rams putting up much offense, so I'm going to take Denver 20-13.
Ooh, okay. You got Denver scoring some points. I like it. However, I got Baker Mayfield showing out on Christmas, putting on a show, and the Los Angeles Lambs get the job done against the Denver Donkeys. We're going 23-10. And it's just, enough said. Moving on to our prime time Sunday night game. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who, like the other Florida team, the Miami Dolphins, need a victory in the worst way after 2 devastating losses, traveling to another sunny state of Arizona, traveling out to the desert to take on the Arizona Cardinals. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I'm just going to roll Tampa Bay in this one just because I didn't like what I saw out of Arizona last week. So Tampa Bay wins this one 23-16.
Yeah, Tampa Bay, they lost 3 in a row already once this season. I cannot see it happening again, especially to this Cardinals team. So we're going the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, absolutely handling business, 32-24. Close game, but Tampa Bay gets the job done on Christmas Day. Moving on to our Monday showdown. We got an exciting one here. Oh boy, we got the Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego traveling to the state of Indiana, traveling to Lucas Oil Stadium, traveling to take on the Indianapolis Colts.
I think it might be time to take it from the Texans and put it on to the Colts. Oof. I mean, the Texans have at least been fighting.
True. I mean, after last week,
might be time almost.
After last week, that's a good argument. We'll see. We'll monitor.
We're getting closer.
We'll monitor. Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego traveling to Indianapolis to take on the Indianapolis Colts. What do you got for me to end off our week?
I got the Chargers winning this one 35-17.
Yeah, pretty simple here, right? And I saved it for last, and I'm putting my faith. I mean, this is a total game that they could botch, but the Sparks, we're going guaranteed victory. Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego dominate the Indianapolis Colts. Not much more needs to be said. Yeah, we're going 28-14. Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego get the job done. And that will do it for our Christmas edition of Meat on the 50, right? Brandon and I hope that you have a very Merry Christmas and a great holiday with whatever you celebrate, with your family, with your loved ones, whoever you choose to celebrate with, right? And as always, we want to thank you for taking the time, for checking out our video, whether you're a new viewer, returning viewer. We hope that we've done enough just to keep you coming back for more, right? We love doing this. We have a great time doing this, right? So keep coming back. Keep coming back, because if you haven't figured out already, there's a lot of good information that just comes out of our mouths. So just tune in. You don't want to miss anything. Brandon, any last words for the people?
Let's hope that both of our teams can get a victory, advance to 11-4, and just try to get in. I mean, if both of our teams can get to that second seed somehow.
I like it. You know, it's been a hell of a season. It's continuing to be one hell of a season. We got some tough matchups, both of us this week, in the Patriots and the Commanders. Like you said, 11-4, right? 8 straight for you guys, 7 straight for us. Let's keep it going. But that's going to do it for this edition, our Christmas edition of Meat on the 50, our picks episode. As always, joining me, right? One of my best friends, Brandon Sullivan. I am Jacob Carr, the Fantasy Guy. And have a great holiday. We shall see you after the holiday. Brandon and Jake, we're out.